What's going on? It's Kevin Kenney hanging out inside the New York City offices of Billboard with Prince Fox and Bella Thorne.
What up?
Hey, what's up?
What's going on? You guys are a fashionable duo today. We got I
Thank
love the
you.
Stanley Cup hat.
Thank you very much.
And
Shouts
then-
out to my rabbi. He gave me this hat.
And then I don't know if we can see the fishnets that Bella's got on, but those are some gnarly fishnets.
They are gnarly, and gnarly as in they keep catching on to everything.
Oh my God, I bet.
Yeah, it's scary a little bit.
Well, we're going to talk about Just Call. It's an awesome song. But first I want to
Thank
start
you.
at square one and how you guys met. How did you guys come together in the first place?
So we met at one party.
And then we met at another
And then
party.
we met at another party. And then after I thought I messed everything up with her the first party, she was really kind to me the second party.
What'd you do the first party?
I just was like, chatting her up, and I was like, so like, what are you doing here? Like, who are you? Like, what's your deal? And she's like, oh, I'm Bella. I was like, cool. And then I texted my friend the next morning, like, oh, who is that girl that I met? He's like, oh, it's Bella Thorne. I was like, cool. I looked up, I was like, oh, she's going to be so mad at me, blah, blah, blah. And the second party I saw her, she's like, yo, I know you. Come over here. Come say hi. I was like, okay, great. And then we exchanged info, and I was like, yo, I have this song I think you'd sound really good on.
Okay.
You mind checking it out? And then she did, and that was
like
it.
the second time you ever met Bella? Is like you had a song ready?
No.
Oh.
It was like we had exchanged info and like followed each other on socials, and then like probably a month or two later, I hit her up about it.
And Bella, were you looking for a song at that point? Was it kind of like serendipity?
I mean, we kind of bonded over music and both,
Yeah.
our rebirth back into music, and it's been a minute for the both of us. So I was already about to do music, and so this was actually the first song I recorded being back into music.
Yeah.
Right on. Now, you said you were already planning on coming back into music. I think it's been about 3 years since your last release. Why now? Why music?
I used to hate it. I used to be super, super uncomfortable, and I've kind of gotten over that a little bit. I'm still a little bit uncomfortable with my voice, that's definitely for sure. I don't like listening to myself. It sounds so weird. But for the most part, the most amazing part about singing, in my opinion, is just like performance, watching everybody in the audience like scream your lyrics that you wrote, that you meant, and that you hurt for every second that you wrote it, and them screaming that to you is like, that feeling is just nothing like anything else.
It's powerful stuff.
Yeah.
You speak about this sort of like discomfort or nervousness about singing or music in general. I actually read that you considered going under a moniker for the project, Avery, or you were thinking about a different name?
Yes.
Okay.
I am thinking about a different name for some stuff. I was thinking for my feature tracks, I could just be Bella Thorne, because that's like what, a lot of people, that's what they want. And then for my other shit that I'm just writing myself, I think that I'll go under Avery, which is my middle name.
That's
So
cool.
that people don't really know it's me 100%.
But
unless
spelled
they look it
differently,
up.
right?
Yeah, spelled differently. Averee.
Okay. That's how it is actually spelled, or that's how it
No,
will be
that's
spelled?
how
in
I
the-
think it should be spelled. But
Right
it's Avery, Avrey.
That's cool. You don't see that every day, so I think that's kind of neat and creative. I like it.
Hey, thank you.
I want to get back to how you guys kind of found music, because you guys both have unique and different paths to music. I've read that you were like a singer-songwriter guy starting out. You were a big John Mayer fan?
I was the biggest John Mayer fan.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I kind of got into production because my senior year going into college, my godgrandmother was really sick with cancer, and I would play guitar for her every Sunday after her chemo. And then when she passed, I played her funeral and like put down the guitar for a year. And I was also at NYU at the time. It was like my freshman year, so I had gotten into production through that and through working at Electric Lady Studios. So I figured like if I can get this whole electronic thing down, maybe I could come back and like produce my own continuum type album when the time was right. Just like hone in my skills in the electronic world, and then bring it back to songwriting eventually. And I feel like after this hiatus, with this song and everything that I have coming, it's really kind of gone back to the songwriting focus, obviously employing everything that I learned in the dance sphere and in terms of that type of production. But, I'm singing a lot more stuff. I'm playing guitar on a lot more stuff. And I feel like it's finally like coming full circle.
I heard along that path from going from singer-songwriting interest to the kind of music you make today, I heard that there was a moment or an experience at an Electric Zoo concert or festival. I mean, what happened there?
So I didn't really know much about dance music, and my friend who I was gonna be a roommate with, and it got messed up or something, he's like, yo, I got you this ticket to Electric Zoo. You're gonna come with me. You're gonna love it. I was like, all right. Like, I don't know anything. And I remember I was in like the dubstep tent, and I walked in, and like all of the bass just like rattled my body. Like, what is this stuff? And I just like stood there like looking like, where am I? Like, what is this? And I kind of just like fell in love with it because it was sounds that I'd never heard before.
Mm-hmm.
And like coming from listening to a lot of singer-songwriter stuff, you're used to like drums, guitar, different guitar tones, whatever it is. But you know, hearing these like guttural noises from machines was just like, what is it? And I just became fascinated with it.
Yeah. And then with Abella, you're a little different where you started acting pretty young. You had to be like, what, like 10 years old when you first started getting your major roles? And
Yeah, I was 9. Yeah, I've been modeling since I was 6 weeks old, so right out of the womb. But then I started.
Wasting no time.
Yeah, exactly. And then I started acting when I was 9. Yeah.
Okay, so was music always a goal that you would eventually get to, or was it something
No.
you discovered along the way of acting?
No, I always said that I wasn't ever going to do music. And when I was on the channel, I also said I was never going to do music then, too. And I've always pretty much believed that I'm tone deaf. So I was just like not into that vibe. But what's funny is my mom tells me that she used to put like headphones or something on her belly and play music all the time when I was in the womb. And she always really wanted me to be a singer. And then like, I guess I'm kind of doing that now.
Look at that. Talk about full circle. We talked about John Mayer for Prince over here. Oh, what was your inspiration, or anybody that caught your ear early on?
Definitely Joan Jett is definitely like my idol and just everything. I love her. I love for what she stood for, especially in her time, you know. And it's just really rare that you come across a badass chick who's also bisexual, isn't afraid to admit it, is like, yeah, I don't give a damn about my bad reputation. Like, you know, she's just gonna do her. And like when she sings in a mic, it's so raw, and it doesn't sound like she's trying to sing. She's not trying to make a hit song. She's just speaking her words in a rhythm, and it's beautiful. And like that's like 100% what I miss the most about music today.
Is that what you want to bring back personally when you start producing?
Yeah, I have a lot of songs in that realm that it's just like me speaking into a mic, so that it's just really raw.
Yeah.
But I do a lot of dance music like this and hip hop music. I do every different genre.
Yeah, she's on fire. She's in the studio like pretty much more than I am, honestly.
That's
every day.
She's killing it.
I want to talk about the studio. I want to talk about the song Just Call. For those that haven't heard it, it's off to a great start. Congratulations on the success of the song. Tell us a little bit about the backstory of how it came to be and maybe this meaning behind the song.
I wrote it with my friend Tony Ferrari.
Okay.
He's a dope writer. I work with him a lot. And we were kind of in the studio before another session that we had, and we were just talking about our exes and who we liked and who our friends liked. And who we kind of wish would just call us. You know, I got to work that in there. And we just kind of wrote the song, and I came up with a demo, but I always knew that I wanted like a girl on it that had kind of like attitude and a cool voice. And that's kind of why I hit Bella with it, and I sent it to her.
And I was like, come on, we got to do a duet. You cannot sing your own words.
Yeah. And
there it is.
There it is. That's the story of the song.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Actually, the day that we did it was like one of the first times we had hung out like outside of like a party scene, and it ended up just being like a snack and juice party with like a couple of vocal takes in between. She killed it pretty quickly. It was mostly just like hanging out and bonding.
It was quick work.
Yeah, it was quick.
It was fun.
Definitely. Now, in addition to the music, you're actually, you know, as many you know, you're also an actress. We were just talking about it, model and extraordinaire. You're up for a bunch of Teen Choice Awards this summer. I believe it's Choice Summer Movie Actress, Choice Drama Television Actress, and Choice Snapchatter, by the way. So congratulations on those.
Thank you.
Will you be attending the awards? They go down August 13th.
I will be there. Also, Famous in Love is nominated separately as a separate entity.
Wow,
so
you're racking them up.
I'm
on fire right now.
I'm really stoked. I really hope I win Choice Snapchatter, because Snapchat is my shit, guys. And if you don't follow me on Snapchat, you should. Or maybe not.
What is the, you know, now that you're talking about Snapchat, what's the key to being like an effective Snapchatter? What makes you a great Snapchatter?
She's awesome as a human, and you just see it.
It's just
yeah, that's really what it is.
Yeah.
I think that with my Snapchat is like, I'll snap anything. If I'm not snapping, then it must mean I'm doing something real sketchy, because I literally, we were talking about this the other day, and literally I snap everything from pooping to waxing to like literally anything, inclling my adorable cats.
There you go.
10 on 10 cats.
Think that
is that the cat that's your background?
Yeah,
your
my phone background
showing us?
right now is definitely Bella's cat.
yeah,
Wow.
it's really cute. He cries when
I
he
cry when I
sees
see Jimbo. He just like
Jimbo.
that's what he is.
Yeah,
Aww.
it's so cute. And like, you know how some people say like you look like your animals? Like you would be Jimbo. You got those
thank
big
you so much.
eyes.
I do have big eyes.
Yeah, so
just give a-
sweet. Oh, he's
I am
so
Jimbo.
cute.
Getting back to Just Call really quick, I wanted to ask you guys, you got a cool video out for the audio version on, I believe, your Vivo, where it's kind of like an old school telephone. Yeah. Is there going to be a proper music video film for this song?
Yes.
Cool. Can you tell us anything about that?
Yes, I can. Okay, so we have like a whole little cool split screen thing going on in this video. And the whole entire video, the concept is you're wondering if we're together or not. And you don't realize till the end what we are. And it also plays some parts in reverse. We have a lot of action shots, which are cool. The lighting and feel vibe-wise is the same type as the cover art. And so that'll translate into the music video.
Right. You're screaming on the cover for the record, and then you're kind of like chilling.
I'm chilling, just angrily posing.
Is that apropos for you guys' friendship? Is this?
No, we're pretty calm and collected. I think we have a good time.
Yeah,
get along.
we just chill.
Yeah, we're chill.
Right on. So we have some fan questions. We're gonna some quick hitting ones, like 3 for Bella. You ready for this?
Okay.
Cool. So this is from Twitter. Some are from Reddit, Facebook. What is the biggest challenge breaking the mold of being a Disney star? You had a lot of success early on the Disney Channel.
I think the biggest challenge is like, I started on HBO before the Disney Channel, and I always did drama, and then I got on the Disney show, and then I couldn't get even an audition after that show. It was super difficult, so I had to start all the way back, and I had to keep proving myself, and not only proving myself, but putting myself out on the line and being like, no, I don't care if you don't want to read me. I will stay outside your casting room, and you will see me act at some point. And that was not always fun, and it's still, not fun. Luckily, I have so many projects coming out between this year and the next that really show my acting, and so it's getting a lot better now. But it was really difficult. I think the hardest part is definitely the fandom, picturing you one way, and then because they don't know you another way, they can't accept it. They can only accept what they know, and that is the hardest part about coming off the channel, is the way that they paint you as opposed to the way you paint yourself.
Yeah. Show you're on right now is Famous in Love, of course. We were just talking this up for a couple of awards at the Teen Choice Awards this summer. Somebody on Reddit wants to know, when does the new season start? Do you know when the new season starts?
I am not allowed to say peep.
Okay.
Peep comes out of my mouth. Beep, 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 beep.
And one more Famous in Love question for you, Bella. Who would you personally choose as your love interest on the show if you could personally choose? I know it's probably tough, like you said, choosing between children, but if you had to narrow it down.
That's just mean, guys. Honestly, #rage all the way. I mean, personally, I like those two characters together. But I hope that we get to see Jake's character's arc become a little bit different, because in my personal opinion, his character arc in the show was a little bit selfish in my character's defense, and that's why they kept getting into so many arguments, and they can never be what they want to be. And Rainer's kind of just like flat out, here it is, I like you, if you don't, then whatever. And so I like that personal vibe on it a lot more, but I think that we're gonna get to see a lot of cool stuff from Charlie this upcoming maybe season.
Right. Pete.
Maybe.
Pete. Well, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. In closing, though, do we know when we're going to be able to get to see that music video, Prince?
I would say in the next month or two.
Okay, cool. You shot it already, or is it?
We're about to shoot it.
You're about to shoot it.
Yeah,
All right,
in a week.
Cool. Well, we look forward to that. Congrats again on the
Thank you very much.
Call, and thanks for stopping by.
Bye.
Thanks.